So welcome everybody. Welcome. It's great to have you here today. So we are on March the 17th, which is St. Patty's Day. Happy St. Patty's Day. And we have somebody here with us from Australia who's already gone through St. Patty's Day. She's on tomorrow.
Yes, I like to turn up early.
Awesome. That's great. So you can see by the people that are attending here, we're all from different parts of the world. I'm in Canada. Donna's in Australia. Terry, where are you at?
I'm in extreme northwest corner of California, USA.
Wow. Where are you from, Kurt?
Near Detroit, Michigan.
Wow. So you see how people are scattered. The world is getting smaller and smaller because of the internet, right? And I'm
100%.
amazed at what is happening, what's taking place. And I'm so pleased that I am able to be one of those people, and all of us are able to be one of those people who is experiencing these changes, right? And it all happened as a result of what became about with 2020 with the big health crisis. It drove everybody home and drove everybody online, right? Thank
Right.
you for the hearts. How do you make it do that?
Where it's got your react down the bottom of your screen and it's got send with effect or just the reaction. So just the reaction will go in the corner, and the top one that says send with effect will send all the hearts up or the rockets up.
Wow, great.
Okay, so I clicked on one. It doesn't say send with effect on mine. Isn't that strange?
Oh, you mightn't have it turned on.
Oh,
You
so I
can
have to
turn
go
it.
back into my setup of Zoom.
No, I think it's
Mine
when
just
you're
has a
starting
note
a
that
Zoom
says,
call, I think it. Oh, sorry, Terry.
I said mine just has a note underneath that says your camera must be on to use effects.
Okay. Well, my camera's on.
Yeah,
I don't,
I was going to say.
and it says, I've got a green circle that says yes. I've got a red circle that says no. And I've got some arrows that say slow down and some arrows that say speed up. And another one that says I'm away.
Should be underneath that.
Yeah,
Underneath
mine's
that, it
actually
says
on
raise
top of
hand.
that. Yeah, mine's on top, like the first one that comes up. I've got balloons. I've got
Okay, I opened it up some more here.
yeah.
Frequently used smileys in people, animals,
Oh,
food,
Terry's going.
activity, travel, objects, symbols, flags. Nothing says, and I can change my skin tone if I want, but it just has all of the icons that I have on my phone, actually. That's what it's showing in here.
I think the first time I did it, I actually was opening up my Zoom and it said something about effects and I didn't know what it was. And I just clicked yes. So
Oh,
um
well, I
might be
see
just a
something that says,
little.
oh, I click the animated reactions and that's what happens.
Oh, not sure, Christine. Sorry.
Okay, I'll check that
just
out later.
yeah, I just remember something popping up and I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'll try that. And then it
Yeah,
did it.
okay. Oh, so how far along are you guys getting your 2.0 set up?
I haven't even
Didn't
started
you
on
have,
mine. I was in a Tony Robbins 4-day summit all week, so that pretty much took
Oh,
up all my time.
Yeah.
yeah, they take up a
Christine,
lot of time.
Christine, didn't you have Nicole do yours?
Yes, I finally had to ask Nicole to help me because I ran into a snag and I'm not
Yeah.
techie
I
and I
figured
couldn't
that's what
figure
I'd
out.
be doing.
Yeah.
Oh, really? What happened to yours? Because I did mine myself and I'm definitely not techie. Like, no way.
You
Well,
had no problems?
I don't know really exactly what I did. But I didn't have my system.io connected to my GoDaddy properly.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
really careful, and I went through the training, the videos 4 times. 4 times.
Oh, no.
And then when I got finished, I thought I had it all set up. I had all my 30 emails set up and edited and everything. And I put my domain in a fresh search bar, hit enter, and it went to a page that said, what did it say? Anyway, it said unavailable, can't reach, or something like that.
Yeah, right.
So then I got hold of Nicole, and she said, well, it sounds like you have to reconnect something. So she did that yesterday, actually, for me.
Right. Okay. Mm.
So now it's working.
The only thing I had to do that was different was put a 1 in my capture page funnel because it said something already existed, even though it was inactivated and deleted, whatever we had
Oh,
to do
right.
there. So I've just got a 1 in, and so I wonder if that was something to do with it, because all my C names and everything were already there. Maybe I have to just re-enter those.
Yeah,
And
mine were already there too. And so I'm thinking that might have been something that had to be done because it's now 2.0 instead of the other, right? Hi,
yes,
Mike. Welcome,
yeah.
welcome. It must be almost midnight your time.
Oh gosh, where's Mike?
Well, Mike's in the UK, so let's see, he's about 7 hours ahead of me. So it's 4, about 11 o'clock midnight his time.
Mm. We're all amazing humans, aren't we? Showing up.
Awesome. Yeah. So I really like the idea of the fact that our automated email funnel now has 30 emails in it. Because if you look at like Kurt, you've been just taking what's that guy you just took that 4-day course with?
Tony
Tony
Robbins.
Robbins.
Yeah, Tony Robbins. They have something every day going out to all their people.
I know.
They have texts
Yeah, I
and
know. I've
emails
been
going out
receiving
every day.
it.
Yeah.
I
And
received
so,
something today.
yeah, me too. And so we need to have at least 30 of those pre-scheduled emails scheduled to go out.
Yeah.
So
I
13
totally agree.
isn't enough.
Mhm.
And what I've been doing all along is I've been scheduling newsletters to go out to all my mailing list so that I have something going out pretty much every day
Yeah.
to everybody. I got waylaid a little bit this week because of working on setting up my 2.0.
I hear you.
Uh-huh.
Did you have to upgrade System IO for the 30 emails?
I've been on the basic paid ever since I got started because I
Okay.
know me. I always end up needing to use the paid. And even
How
though
much
you
is
can
it?
get up, it's about $27 a month or
Okay,
something.
sorry to interrupt. Yeah.
Canadian, I think Canadian. It's 22 or something US. It's not
24 US, I'm not sure.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, 24, I think, US. I think mine's about, I'm not even going to go there. I can't remember now. I get confused with conversions, time conversions, money
Right.
conversions.
Right. Well, I just love this program so much. I've learned so much from this whole program, more than I've ever learned in anything I've ever been involved with online. And I've been online for 14 years now.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean I'm any smarter. I've learned a lot of things. I've learned a lot of things that don't work.
Oh,
So it's such a treat to finally find something that does work, right?
and especially at our age, Christine, like,
Yeah.
I'm 7, you're
I'm 76. I
7.
just
Oh my God,
had a
you don't.
birthday on Friday.
Oh, happy
Yeah.
birthday for Friday. Yay.
I think
Yeah,
Mike,
you
you're
don't look a
around
day
75.
over 30, honestly. I don't know what you do, but you look amazing.
Oh, thank you. I think there's a little bit of a filter on Zoom.
Oh, yeah, well, me too, but I don't see any changes on mine. Oh, you've got UK skin, English skin, so you're right, Mike.
Yeah.
So Mike, do you have any questions before I go into LinkedIn here?
No, you carry on.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen.
Beautiful.
No, that's a screenshot. That's not the right one. We'll get it. We'll get it. Screen sharing has stopped. Okay, I just opened up LinkedIn in a different window because I wanted to share it. Oh, I think it's on the same window that we're on right now. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So last week or last day that we were on the turbochargers, I think I was just going into the groups with you, wasn't I?
I believe so.
Because
So,
I
yeah.
want, yeah, I want to make sure that you guys understand how these groups work.
Okay.
So you go to this crosshatch, I call it the crosshatch, these 9 dots,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and you click on the 9 dots. And this window opens up and you go to the little icon here that says groups.
Mm-hmm.
You click on the groups. And then now these are all the groups that I'm in. So see what it says? It says your groups and requested groups. So
Mhm.
you can tell if you've been accepted into all the groups that you've requested to join when you just
like
click
that.
on this tag.
Yep.
So I've been accepted into all the groups that I've requested to join. And I'm not in that many groups, guys. I'm only in about 25 groups. So you can see I'm not in a lot. You can join up to 100 groups, but let me warn you, you can't manage that many groups. It's impossible to manage and to build relationships with people the way you should and the
Oh,
way
yeah.
LinkedIn wants you to do it.
Yep.
So you just need to, I've got to turn my phone off. It keeps making noises here. So I sent messages out to so many people this morning saying, happy St. Patty's Day. And now they're all responding back to me. They're going beep, beep, beep. Okay. So these are groups that I have joined. And if you look through the list, this one, Seattle Business Group, is one that I'm setting up for my son. So it doesn't have 3,000 members in it. I'm building it. But look at this one, work from home, home-based business, crypto, make money, online ideas, and support. There's over 20,500 members here. This is MLM Pros. It's over 24,000. You need to find groups to join that have 3,000 or more members, no less than 3,000, because you're looking for groups that have inventory. You need that inventory to work with. Because in those groups, I'm going to show you how to find your perfect customer. And you're going to create invitations to these simple little invitations to people in these groups that you don't know. And you can do this on the free. And I don't know if LinkedIn knows about it, but you can direct message to anybody in your groups that you belong to.
Whether
So
they're on pro or not, because I know pro is a thing that you've got to be on pro to message outside of groups, right?
yeah, that's right. That's right. And I don't have my pro connected back up again since I got interfered with. I don't know, they shut me down or I got hacked. I think they just shut me down for 2 weeks. And I thought that I had lost my LinkedIn. And so I discontinued paying for the the
Yeah.
the premium because I wanted to make sure that they weren't going to continue having stolen, who if somebody had stolen my LinkedIn, that they weren't going to get the benefits of my money paying for premium.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough about that. So just scroll down to the very bottom here. Go down, way down to the very bottom. And you see this little button that says search?
Yeah.
It lights up as soon as you put your mouse over it. And then hit search. And then up at the top, there's a little search bar up here, right? And it's got groups highlighted. So what we're going to do is we're going to search for, let's do home-based business. There we go. I've searched it before it is memorized. So now what's going to happen is LinkedIn is going to open all these different searches that you can do. You see all these different searches, but we're going to stay with the groups, okay? And you make sure that you leave your, whatever you've typed in the search bar. So we'll leave the home-based business groups there. Well, look what it came up with. Global Home-Based Business Forum, 10,000 members. Whoopee, that's a good group to ask. So when it says view posts over here, that means you're already in that group, right? If it says join, that means you're not in the group yet. You have to ask to join the group. So this home-based business opportunity, Zango, independent distributor, this has 12,000 members. If I wanted, I could join this group, but I'm in enough groups. I'm in about 25 different groups, and that's about all I've discovered I can handle.
Yep.
And then there's this one that's got 7,000 members. I could ask to join if I wanted. Then there's home-based business and network marketing professionals. There's 8,000. But look at this one now. This one's only got 2,000 members, so it's really not a good group to join. There's two reasons why you want to have 3,000 or more members. Number one, they can't tell when you leave because you're not in those groups to stay there forever. You're in there for inventory, right? And you just don't let them know that. You treat everybody with respect and get into conversations with them and things like that. And the other reason that you're in those groups, so the one is to build relationships, and the other one so that you can't be seen when you leave, because there's nothing that keeps you in a group. You don't have to stay in a group. When you start finding out that there's nobody left in the group that you can invite to connect with you, you might as well leave the group, right?
Yep.
So the bigger the groups, the better. So they get smaller as you go down the list, right? So you just check some of these windows, but I think they're all going to go really small. That's what I found with the home-based business groups.
Yeah.
So you get, the further out in the number of pages you go, the less you have members in the groups. So the first couple of pages is usually your best bet. So let's try a different search. Let's search network marketing.
Christine, I'm still frustrated because I cannot get my laptop to let me log into LinkedIn. I can do stuff on my phone, but I cannot get into LinkedIn on my laptop, so I can't join any groups.
Oh, you should still be able to join groups on your phone.
Not,
You can't find the crosshatch, eh?
nope, there's no place. And so I went to Everybody's Expert YouTube, and several of the videos I watched on there says that's not an option on cell phones at this point.
Okay. Oh, gee. And how did you make out with the direct email I gave you?
I emailed him and he just said, try a different browser.
So did you?
Yes.
And you still had the same challenges.
Yep.
Have you tried, what is that called? Where you shut everything down on your computer, shut everything down and do a scrub of your computer, removing the cache.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So if you remove the cache,
No.
Well,
Pardon me?
I thought of uninstalling and reinstalling it. I had to do that on my cell phone the other day just to get my Yahoo email back.
And so did you uninstall and reinstall it?
No, I've been busy at my jobs, but as
Oh,
soon as I have some time, that's what I'm going to do next, because that's the whole point, I think, that you're making, is that your inventory's in the groups, and that's where you're getting your connections and getting your
Yeah.
sale. It's not
Yeah.
just from your everyday posts.
That's right. So some people are clicking on my posts and asking questions, right? And then I give them my URL or my domain name, and then they get into my email list, and then they get into my buying a program from me through the email list. That's how it's working.
Well, so far I don't have anybody asking any questions, but I haven't been doing it 14 years like you.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, when I first started, I wasn't very good. And this repurpose.io is absolutely fabulous. And I'll talk to you more about that. If we have time today, I'll talk to you about it today. Otherwise, we'll have to wait till my LinkedIn Live on Thursday. So this Thursday, the 20th, is a LinkedIn Live. So
That's what I was going to ask you. So you do posts plus you go live on LinkedIn?
yeah,
Okay. I don't, as you know, I don't utilize LinkedIn, and that's why
mhm.
I really want to learn more about it, because I want to be able to do that. So I don't know how to go live on LinkedIn. And so you do lives on TikTok, lives on LinkedIn.
And occasionally I'll do a live on YouTube.
Right.
I have
But you
occasionally
post all
done.
your videos on YouTube anyway, right?
I've got quite a few videos on YouTube, yeah. And
Okay.
I'm well over 1,000 followers on YouTube.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
So yeah, but I've been building it for a few years, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the repurpose.io has been fabulous for helping to share videos.
Mm.
So I'm going to put a note here, repurpose.
And while you're doing that, Christine, just another question. Like you say, it's 3,000 members or more. When you start looking at 20,000 members, like, are you posting in those groups as well, or just connecting with people and commenting?
I'm posting in the groups as well.
So do
So
the posts not get lost? You know, on Facebook, for example, how everything gets lost in the noise there. So does it not get lost on LinkedIn, or are you just, you know, what sort of things are you posting, you know, join me in my business type posts, or?
well, now that I have got my repurpose.io going, I haven't been putting as many picture posts up.
Yeah.
And if you're posting on any of your social media, they have to either have really great graphics in a picture post or a video.
Right, yeah.
So I see a lot of people posting on LinkedIn without any graphics.
Yeah.
And I question how much traction they're getting, how
Yeah.
many people are actually clicking on their posts.
Yeah, the
Because
visual, everything, isn't it,
yeah,
really?
yeah. And another thing that really helps a lot, and I'm going to show you when we get into the groups here, is if they do those, oh, what do they call those? Where they give you a list of survey sort of things, but they're not surveys.
Oh,
They're
a poll.
polls. Yeah, polls.
Yes.
Yeah, those grab attention as well. If you've got a really good question to ask people to grab their attention and stop their scroll, and then have some good questions for them to answer.
Yeah.
And you can schedule those to be up. Those polls can be up for up to 2 weeks, I think.
Okay.
And then you get notified from LinkedIn when your time is up. But I
Yes.
go in and when I do a poll, I check my poll regularly to see how it's doing
And where are you
There's
posting those
keep us-
polls?
in the groups.
Okay.
And
Okay,
you keep
so-
a spreadsheet of where you post in those polls, or how do you keep a record of that?
Can you see this?
No.
Not really.
Oh, it's a notebook. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
and I've got columns I've drawn in here. And so I have dates all down one side, and then what times of day that I have posts scheduled to go out. So that way I can keep track of the posts when they're going out. I also have calendars up around my desk for 6 months. So when I write an article on LinkedIn and publish it, because Tuesdays are my days to publish my articles.
Yep.
And I publish an article and then I will post it in all of the groups that I'm a member of in my groups on LinkedIn. But when I'm in each group, while I'm there, after I've posted my copy of my article in there, I go through the posts that are in there already from other people, and I like at least 3 to 5 other people's things, and maybe comment on some of them as well if I think they're really good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's part of interacting with people in the groups so that they don't feel like when you come into the group, you're just going splash, splash, splash. This is my new this, see my new that. Here's this about me, right? People don't like that.
No,
Mhm.
you don't want to be pillaging the group saying.
That's right.
Yep, salesy.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm going to go into one of my groups here. So if it says view posts, that means you're already in the group, right?
Yeah.
There's a guy he's on TikTok and YouTube, Myron Golden. I don't know if you've heard him.
Yes, I have heard of him.
But he would probably say, people that do that splash all over, they have you can smell their commission breath.
Oh,
They're trying so hard to get
yeah.
us.
So see, here's a
Oh,
yeah, poll. I always forget that name, poll. So these are the things that you can check off on this one. Let's see, what do you find to be the biggest challenge in SEO, right?
Yeah.
Keyword yeah, all these that you can see, I'm sure.
Mm.
And so when I post here, what I would do is I would probably like this and choose one of these.
Mm-hmm.
I like polls because then they make my time go real fast.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of time I have to spend in there. And if they're written in a language that I don't understand, I'm sorry, I just sort of bypass those
Yeah,
and
I
go to
get
the
it.
English. One of the things that I have decided I'm going to do is I'm going to post a module in my community, which is going to be for free English classes. I have run into quite a few people on LinkedIn who don't speak English, and their whole profile is in their language, and they're not going to have success. They aren't going to have as many people communicate with them and interact with them.
Yeah.
And English is the language, the accepted language for business online and around the world.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to help people. So I'm going to have my free English courses up there for people.
Mm. Nice.
So this is a really good graphic, this graphic that this guy has done.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
I wonder what he used.
I'm not sure. It looks he could have done it with Canva, but there are other programs that you can use as well.
Sure.
Mm.
I think he did. That's very well done.
Mm-hmm.
The art of real connection. Well, that's what we're doing in the groups. We're trying to make real connections, right?
Yep.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. So this kind of a post to me is a little on the shabby side.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Doesn't really speak to me.
Mm-hmm.
Now this here is a pretty fair post, but the print is too small.
Yeah,
it
you
looks like
can't.
a lot to read through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to be able to read it, right? And when
Do you
you
think it's
realize,
the graphic or like the typographic, or do you think it's the background with the white on top?
Personally,
I
I think
have
it's
a
the
harder
font,
time,
wouldn't you say?
pardon me,
I would say the font, wouldn't you?
to me, it's more the font.
Yeah.
However, I find it easier to read things that have black type on a white background.
Mm.
On TikTok, when you put text on the screen,
Mm-hmm.
I've heard people that are, supposed to be experts. They say that white on black is the most popular.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Huh,
that's what I've heard, yeah.
not for me.
Okay, I've
I
used
guess
other,
each to his own, yeah. But this is probably the size of the font is probably dictated to the size of the main
Yeah.
graphic.
Yeah.
And so they've had to adjust the font.
yeah.
Now, to me, a guy with a grin on his face with it looks like it might be a Ferrari behind him there.
Yeah.
Something, Ferrari, Lamborghini.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah. So,
So you like that? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, it's a very, very well done graphic, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
It has a lot of emotion in that, is just in that simple picture.
it says a lot. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, wow, he's made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, sometimes I look at those images and I think, well, I feel like it doesn't resonate with me so much. And I think because not everyone's going to be in that position, you know. I don't know what it is about that, you know, maybe it's an old money story that I need to work on.
So do you think
Mhm.
some people may resent that? Say, oh, well, look at him, that kind of
I-
thing?
Not me, that's not what I think.
Yeah.
Yes, other people may think that, but it's like it doesn't make me feel good.
Oh,
Oh,
I understand. You're
Yeah,
also,
look
when
at
you're
it.
posting, just a minute here, when you're posting, you have to bear in mind who your perfect customer
Yeah,
is.
right.
So
That makes
that guy is posting to his perfect customer.
yeah, not
And it's
everybody.
probably another guy,
oh my God, yes.
right? And so
Oh,
this guy here in this picture, without telling me what you sell, what motivated you to start your business?
Mm.
It makes you
He's
think.
covering his face, like,
Yeah, he needs to realize he shouldn't be covering his face unless he's got a big scar he doesn't want anybody to see. I don't know. But
right.
that's more of a guy thing as well, right?
Looks
right.
like he's fishing to me.
Yeah. So look at this one here, this Christopher Allen demystifying AI. Look at that. Now, if you click the more button, he's got a whole bunch of copy there and not one picture, not one link.
Mm.
So you can hide links in your posts,
Hmm.
but he hasn't even tried to do that.
Mm.
So I'm wondering exactly what his activity is on his post.
Yeah, right.
So this
Okay.
one here,
Because you can't see that. Not everybody. Is there a reason why you can't see everybody's activity, like how many likes or whatever? Or do you think
could-
that's the real stats? He's got nobody interested
well,
in it.
he's got, this one has one like. See here?
Yeah, yeah.
I can see that there's one like. And this one, I don't think he's got anybody. Oh, no, he hasn't got anything.
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
but this person
Christine?
has, yes.
Um, two comments. One, I can't put the buried links in my post copy on my cell phone either, which is another reason
Oh,
I need it on the laptop. And then
yeah.
the other comment is one of the legacy community is a male, and he just posted a video on Lemon 8, and he showed a post that he mirrored off of Instagram that had a car in it, and he told how he mirrored it and how he added a few items and stuff from a viral post on Instagram. And so his post that he made originally on TikTok actually got 157,000 likes.
Wow.
So he's copying but changing viral posts off of LinkedIn. I mean,
Yeah.
off of
Wow.
Instagram.
I've
I
heard, I've
will,
heard, I've heard that's a strategy on Instagram and TikTok. Just copy the top ones with the top views and then change it slightly. Yeah.
Yeah, you can repost on LinkedIn as well with your own comments. And I've done it. And it's
really?
beautiful. Oh yeah.
Did it
So
work well?
I had quite a few responses from it, and it keeps going on and on and on. It was a post that somebody made about a famous actress,
Hmm.
and a comment that there were some negative things in there, and so I couldn't resist. I had to get in there and put some positive plugs. It's one of my favorite actresses. Yeah. What you need to do, Terry, I just remembered what it's called, cookies and cache. You need to go and clear your cookies and cache. Cookies and cache need to be cleared at least once a month on your computers. And if you don't know how to do it, so if you're on Google, just go to YouTube and Google it and search on YouTube for how to clear cookies and cache on Google. And then if you want to do it on Microsoft, you can do the same thing for Microsoft. That's what I do all the time.
Well, that's a good idea, but it's basically a new laptop, so it hasn't really had that much to build up yet. So,
How long have you had your laptop?
well, I've had it for 6 or 8 months, but I've hardly ever used it because I'm always on my cell phone
Mhm.
until I started working on LinkedIn. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
I
very
would-
frustrating.
I would still clear your cookies and cache.
Will do.
Yeah, just give that a good try. Now, I want to make some comments about this post.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at this post, it is so GAWDY that I would just bypass it.
Yeah.
It's hard to read. There's the main words in the middle, but those pictures are absolutely useless. I have no idea what they mean.
I was thinking the same thing.
So yeah, this is for some other kind of a tech, not me.
Mm.
But it's neat to scroll through some of these posts, right? And you see how other people are posting what they're saying. And you can see what resonates with you and what
Yeah.
doesn't, right? And I think this is cute. Somebody put shamrocks all over the dog.
It is cute.
Yeah. But like, what's this? This tree all by itself. Like, okay, the trees don't like the fight the winter. Okay. It's kind of a pretty interesting graphic because they've speeded up the aging process so that you can see it from leaves to no leaves. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good video. But look at this, how small the print is here.
Mm.
So I just wanted to draw your attention to that little bit. And let's see, I'm going to go into my LinkedIn here a little bit deeper and into my notifications. I think is where I'll find that. So all my videos are coming through here now. They're set up with repurpose.io. And so
Okay.
they're all look at this, my Shamrock one's already come through. Your bank account won't save itself, but an online business can.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
So, how often do you post them, or when did you have them posted, or?
Well, this one was posted about 1 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock today.
Nice.
Yeah. And we had a doctor's appointment this afternoon. And I wore my hat to the doctor's appointment. My husband was so embarrassed. He's like,
Oh,
do you still have to wear that?
that's a Patty's outcome.
Poor husband. Poor husband.
My husband's eyes pricked up. He's like, what hat has she got on? I'm like, oh, she's got some patties on. So I had to turn the laptop around to show him.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back over here to my notifications again. So those are both on my St. Patty's picture. And there's another video. So what's happening is with repurpose.io, oh, that's it again. So people are resharing it.
Good.
Yeah,
Wow.
There's
that's
Maria.
yeah. And I see other people in here. And somebody joined one of my groups. This is my digital consumer marketing group. I think this one has over 7,000 members in it now. And this
So
one,
these are your groups that you run?
yeah, the one, if they have a yellow header on it, they're one of my groups. I've got 3 groups that I run.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I really like my digital consumer marketing groups because there's usually quite a few posts in there that I can like and share. But this is repurpose.io that's repurposing all my videos, guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
You gotta get mine going.
Yeah, look at this one here. 448 reactions, 27 comments.
And where did you create the video originally or post it originally?
On TikTok.
And then it was
Yeah, when I save my videos on TikTok, there's a setting in my I've got an iPhone, and there's a setting in there that I can turn off those watermarks, those TikTok
okay.
watermarks, and I can save without watermark. It's what it says in the setting, save without watermark.
I don't have an iPhone.
You could try it on your Android.
Android? Okay.
Yeah. And also go into YouTube and search in YouTube how to save TikTok videos on my Android phone without the watermark.
That is an excellent idea. Thank you.
You can also ask ChatGPT that.
True.
Yeah. The only thing that I hesitate with the AI is the voice duplication, because people can get themselves in deep doo-doo if somebody is duplicating their voice, and they could take over their whole identity.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about that. So I just wanted to show you a few. These are a few of the videos that have been coming through. So there's mostly videos that I'm posting now. And I really strongly recommend that you do videos, comment more on them. Okay, I'm going to go back into the groups here. I'm just going to go right directly into my groups. So you guys, you understand how to search for your groups now?
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. So I'm going to go in. So this is I call it my group, but it's my son's group that I'm building for him. And then there's this group. This is my group, my own group. I'm just over 3,000 members here, called Marketing Enthusiasts. And this one, Digital Consumer Marketing, is 7,500 now.
That's
So
really,
these 3 groups I'm managing those groups. So let's just pick a group out of the hat, decide which one. Here's MLM Pros. We'll try that one. I have a tendency to choose the groups that have the largest numbers because I know the inventory is so important. So here, if you click this button and invite connections, LinkedIn will be able to see that you have clicked an invite, and they only allow you so many invitations per day. I think it's something like 5 invitations to connect a day.
Yeah.
And especially if you've been inactive and you do this, and you're just like you're just starting out with LinkedIn, that LinkedIn will watch how many people you're actually inviting to connect, and
Right.
they will shut you off at certain number of connections. They'll send you a little pop-up message that'll say, you've reached your limit for the week, or you've reached your limit for the month, right?
Mm,
So when you get that little pop-up, do not go beyond that pop-up to
right.
invite connections. So you go down here to where it says show all, and you click on show all. And it shows you all the people in that group, right? And
Mhm.
what you're looking for is the people that are third and second levels away from you. If there's a 1 here, says 1 ST, that means you're directly connected with those people. So I'm going to do a search in here, and this is how I do my searches. I start with A. Now watch. Okay, and then I go A again. Go AA, and then I go AB, AC, and all through the alphabet. Then I go BA, BB, and all through the alphabet. So
I've done
that's,
that.
yeah. And LinkedIn is awesome about changing the searches, right? So you see, I've got some here that are second level, and then there's one that's a first level connection. And so what I'm looking for when I go into these groups is I'm looking for a quick snapshot of that headline that gives me an idea of who they are before I even go search in their profile deeper. But
Right.
I've gone up to 110 invites through the group in one day
Wow.
Mm.
because LinkedIn doesn't know,
Yeah.
because I send them just a regular message. And after you send them a regular message, there's a little blue icon, a little man. It looks like a little man, like he looks like the pawn chess piece.
Hmm.
And you don't click on him. If you click on that little blue man, then you tell LinkedIn that you're inviting somebody to connect with you.
Mm.
So you just send them just a plain message, and you just say, hey, I noticed we're both in the MLM pros group, and you do da-da. I would love to know more about what you do. Let's connect and see if we can find ways to collaborate.
Mhm.
That's all you have to say. You don't have to say a lot. Because everybody is there in LinkedIn. Everybody's there to do business.
Right.
Whether it's and even people who are looking for jobs will be interested to see this business that we've got to offer.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you just scroll down. These first two I don't think are very interesting, but Aaron Knight, let's see, security guard at Andrews International, self-employed. Oh, he's self-employed. So I'm going to check out Aaron. I'm going to right click on his name, open link in new tab. And you see it opening up at the top here, way up top. The reason you do that way is because then they can't tell that you're searching their profile.
Oh.
That's right.
Mm.
So see, this is what I learned from my son. He taught me all these
So,
secrets.
could you do that one more time? If
I
you don't
will.
mind?
I will, and we'll do another one. So he's a security guard at Andrews International, self-employed. He's from London, England. That really interests me because my husband is also British. I think British people are pretty good people. Oh, it's really a short experienced security guard with them. Military. No, probably not a good one. He's not in my purview.
Yeah.
So let's go back to my people. I'm going to X out of him. And we'll go back and find another one. Raymond Aaron. New York Times bestselling author. I know who he is. He's a real estate guy. He's probably pretty old now. Your turnkey to wellness. Scott Aaron, expert authority, mastermind, creator of LinkedIn, speaker, human connect expert. Oh, he might be interesting. So you go over their name, you put your mouse on top of their name, okay?
Mhm.
Right click,
Uh,
and this pop-up menu shows itself. And you click on the top one, which says open link in new tab. So you click that, and you see up top here, it opens a new window, right?
sure.
So you click on that tab, and you're going to see his profile open up. So this guy looks pretty interesting, actually. And so I'm going to see if I'm going to send him a message, but I'm not going to send him a message from his profile. I'm going to go in here in the group. Because if I send him a message from his profile, LinkedIn's going to see it, right?
Yeah, right.
So you click on the message here. And you just type it like you're going to do a regular message, right? Oh, I've already sent him let's see. Congrats on the new role. I'm just going to send him a quick message.
Can you shut those windows? It's bloody cold now. Can you shut them? It's
Yes.
really cold.
So that's all I said. I noticed that we're both in the same group. I would love to learn more about what you do. Let's connect and find ways to collaborate.
Does that particular message work well for you? Be a
Yeah.
good result?
Yeah, I get people. Well, they're there to do business, right?
Yeah,
So
You did that on-
oh, sorry, Mike.
that's okay. If you did that on TikTok or someplace, they'd probably say, "Oh, what do you want?" and ignore you, I would think, but yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to mention. Does that, like, I get a lot of messages. You know, I've got a lady who just messaged me again this morning. She messaged me a while ago and she's like, you know, I'd really like to, you know, connect. Have you got 15 minutes to have a chat? Which is fine. It's never 15 minutes and it's always about them. You know what I mean? And then she's
Yeah.
messaged me again this morning and her message literally said to me, I'll tell you what it says because I'm like, I wanted to reach out once more about the opportunity to connect and possibly collaborate. Since launching my podcast last week, I've had some fantastic conversations with professionals in online business industry with your unique perspective on my articles and first podcast episode would bring tremendous value to my audience. Would 15-minute conversation be all right next week? I'm flexible and can accommodate your time. Now, for me, it's all about her. Do you get that when you hear that?
Yeah.
So here's what I would say right away. I would jump on that because I had my own podcast show at one point,
Yeah.
and I would just go into LinkedIn and I would ask different business owners if they would like to be a guest on my show. I had no problem getting people on my show,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
had a coach who told me I needed to figure out how to monetize my podcast or stop doing it.
Okay.
It was taking me so long to edit out all the bloopers, right?
Yeah.
I was on
Here's
a webinar
just a
with
minute.
Michelle's mentor, and she had a similar strategy to do what you did, inviting people and
Yeah.
influencers. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So here's the thing. You want to realize that you can actually indirectly access your interviewer's email list.
Hey,
That's what you're after. You're after their email list.
yes.
Yeah. So when people invite me to be a guest on their podcast show, I jump at the opportunity.
Say what? Like what?
Yeah.
How do you get there? Stop.
Yeah. So what part of your agreement is that they share the podcast with
Yeah.
their people, right?
Oh yeah.
You share the podcast with your people. And the invite from the podcast is for people to help. You're going to help her spread her podcast, her podcast, right?
Yeah.
And it's their business. That's their business. They want their podcast show to grow.
Mm.
And you're not only helping them grow their podcast, you're accessing their email list.
I was gonna say
Not-
that's what's in it for you is the audience growth, the list.
That's
growth.
right. That's right. And so you want to offer some.
They have to physically give you that list because otherwise aren't they all?
No, they
FTC?
don't. No, they don't. It's up to the podcaster to share the email with their own list.
Mm.
But in that email, you have a special offer for a free counseling session with you.
Yeah,
Right?
okay.
30-minute counseling session. One-time offer.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Yeah.
put a deadline on it when it's going to end.
Well,
And then
interesting.
they share that.
Sorry, Christine.
That's okay. She will share, or he will share that email that you give to them with their own people. They won't give you their list.
Mm.
You access their list through that special offer.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, I
Right?
think Michelle mentioned that too. So I
Yeah.
did respond to her this time. Well, I did last time as well. And I said, look, I'd be up for a quick conversation, informal discussion to see if we align with something more. Perhaps I could appear on your podcast if this is an option. And then I gave her a date and time that I was available. So because I kind of read, because she's from Facebook, right? So I kind of read that message like a lot of those people want to collaborate, but it's all about them again.
Yeah.
So that was my option. Now, if she doesn't come back or she, the conversation doesn't bring a win-win-win, then obviously I'm not interested, right?
Right. Yeah. But anytime somebody offers me a chance to be on a podcast show, boy, I'm there.
Yeah, cool. No, absolutely. I agree. Yeah. No, thank you for that. I just wanted somebody else's perspective because to me it was all about her and Mike straight away like and I thought, am I just reading it wrong? Is it where I sit in my own belief system right now that that's what she's after, or is it? Yeah. So no, this is great. I love LinkedIn for this reason. So the collaborate doesn't necessarily mean what Facebook collaborates mean.
That's right. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. Sorry to interrupt and get off track.
You're
but
welcome.
no.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
So I'm
that
going to
was
go ahead and send this now. So you just gradually, you pick one group at a time that you belong to and start working through them and send I try to send 5 to 10 invitations out through the groups every day.
Yeah.
And it's taken me almost 14 years. Well, it's 14 years now. Wow. It's taken me 14 years to build up my list. But it's a very targeted list. Most of the people on my list are people who are in my target audience.
And you have to be so intentional about that, don't you, really, to make it work? I agree.
Yeah. So I look for people who are entrepreneurs, who might be empty nesters, or who are self-employed,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Okay.
Are there any more questions? Because I'm afraid we're out of time. The time just goes too fast.
One question I have is LinkedIn has and I've just changed my images on there for a start to sort of go everywhere with where I'm at. But ad verification badge. Now I tried to do this and it's all about LLC, but I don't have an LLC because I'm not in America. So how do you get around that? So you've got what's the verification badge do?
I can't get a verification badge on mine either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've sent a message to the head honcho of the message people at LinkedIn.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
And he said, the reason we can't get the verification done is because we've got double opt-in set up on our LinkedIn.
Oh,
And so he said to turn off the double opt-in and then try getting the verification done. And then see if you can double opt-in after the verification is done.
okay. That's interesting. Because but I still wouldn't have an LLC, which is what it asked for.
Yeah, so if you can still log into your LinkedIn, even though you're getting the prompts to get verified, I wouldn't worry about it. It's not a big problem.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay,
All right, perfect.
this has
That's
been
been
awesome.
fantastic. I had light bulb moments. This has been amazing. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You have a great rest of your day, guys.
I
Have an
will.
You
awesome
too,
week.
thank you.
And I've got LinkedIn Live on Thursday.
Perfect.
Bye.
See you soon.
Bye, Kurt.
Goodbye.